Hi, I'm here right now getting ready to be a part of the festival's parade of all the filmmakers, and I co-made, directed Consider the Ants with...
I am Big Sister through the Big Brothers Big Sisters program, and my name's Ann Katsikapes, and I am the big sister to Brenna. We've known each other 6 years now, and we decided to make a really fun project called Consider the Ants, a movie for the Port Townsend Film Festival.
We met 6 years ago, and I was 9. I don't know how old Ann was. I remember I was at my house. Peggy was there interviewing me on what kind of big I wanted, and I said someone that likes to go outdoors and we can do like creative and fun things together. And then I saw Ann walking up my driveway, and I remember like, here I go, I'm gonna meet Ann, and it ended up being a really good match, and we're still matched today.
We have lots of fun together, and we are more like actual family, I'd say, versus through some organization. I have grown children now, and we call her Aunt Brenna. They're much older than her, but she is their aunt. So just like Consider the Ant, the movie, but different spelling. Brenna and I both love photography, and we love insects. So we put those two things together into a fun activity of making a movie. And we love Port Townsend also, and we live here, so we wanted to incorporate a lot of community and family members. So that's what we did here in Port Townsend with the ants.
There's no main character ant because they were a little hard to keep track of. We originally wanted it to be in Seattle, but we realized that we live in Port Townsend. There's so many awesome things around us that we should just do it here. We decided that we should enter it in the Port Townsend Film Festival. After we entered it, we weren't sure if it was going to get accepted, and then we kind of got a little nervous then, but it ended up being accepted, and it was really awesome. We showed our movie this morning. It was really cool to see everyone just in the theater and just clapping and laughing at what we thought is funny and just what their take on it. I thought that was really awesome to see. Mm-hmm. How about you?
I thought that was really awesome too. We used a T2i, which is a pretty basic Canon camera for photography. It's not exactly a video camera, but it has video capability, and it worked pretty well for close-ups of ants. We used a small video camera, kind of a Canon handheld video camera also. Nothing else, nothing expensive. We edited on the Final Cut Express. Ants are not very good actors. We tried to pay them well with sugar, but they weren't very happy about that. They wanted more. So we had to be very kind to the ants and put them back in their natural habitat afterwards. But we wanted to work with them kindly and gently.
None, for the record, just to set that straight. There was some injuries of us getting bitten by them. Just red ants.
You had biting ants?
We got some.
We did have a couple of injuries, that's right. We had a couple of injuries, but the injuries were not with the ants. They were with us, the ants biting us. So we had a little ant hospital in a jar where the ants that we thought were getting tired, we'd put them in the jar and use other ants.
We wanted to make the ants coming to Port Townsend on the ferry, so we decided to go on the ferry, and we had this little ferry about this big maybe, and we wanted to put ants on it to make it look like the ants are coming to Port Townsend. But that didn't work because it was windy, and we didn't want the ants to fall like 100 feet off the ferry into the water. So we ended up filming Port Townsend and putting it on Ann's computer and having the little ferry behind the screen. No, in front of the screen, sorry, that wouldn't make any sense. And we ended up doing it that way, which took about an hour to figure out how the ants would go around the ferry and where we wanted them to, it was fun. It was good.
I love living in Port Townsend because it's Victorian, it's on the sea, it's got everything amazing here. It has its own culture and lots of wonderful restaurants and wonderful people.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared. That's the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, signing off.